Hello everybody, back here again for a vlog a day, and today it's Saturday the 5th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day. Got up this morning a little bit early. It is what it is. Wasn't real early, but dogs are here, trying to get them all taken care of and getting them fed and all that good fun stuff that comes with it. So didn't get the best sleep overnight. Had two little dogs in the house and whatnot, so they're up in my bed, one dog on the floor, and then my dog. So a couple times they got to barking at random noises that didn't exist, and it's always got to get them quiet again. So it kind of cuts in your sleep a little bit, but it is what it is. So got up though, got out in the hot tub, chilled out there for a little bit. Was waiting to hear from my agent to see about how our offer went. We signed all the offer paperwork for the house over there on Carol Ann, and who knows how it's going to happen or not. So we'll see. Got a couple other things done around the house, nothing major. Ended up, hadn't heard from her forever. She ended up going to California this weekend, so the whole time frame, I assume she's not on full California time, because obviously being there just last night, getting there, your sleep cycle is still going to be with East Coast time. But didn't want to be that guy who called her, you know, at like 9 o'clock or Florida time, and that'd be 5 a.m. and they're still asleep. So put it off there. I was waiting to hear from her and didn't hear from her. So it was one of those things. Got a few things done. Went ahead and said held it, called the listing agent. Actually, I rode my wife over on the motorcycle to show the property from the street, hoping I'd see them outside. Didn't. Showed them another property for sale there. That's in, they want more money, and it's in crappier shape. Actually, that was $5 grand less, whatever. Not sure if it's $5 grand more or $5 grand less, but either way, it's much crappier property. So went ahead and took a picture of the sign to the real estate agent, called him. He gave me the owner's name or phone number, and so they're the ones handling everything. So I called, spoke to them, asked if I could bring my wife by. He said, "Have you heading to work shortly?" I said, "We're like 9 minutes out if you're available." He said, "Yeah, come on over." So we headed over, ended up checking it out. My wife, surprisingly somehow, I'm not really sure why, liked the place, because it's definitely much more of like a guy's resort like type house than it is like a women's retreat type feeling. But it is what it is. The inside of the pole barn where the house is we'd be living in is like really, really nice though. So that makes a big, big difference in the process. And then the outside is all mine, which would be really nice as well. Plus a giant shop that fits a 46 foot Class A motorhome with hookups. So you have your septic hooked up right there. If you want to pull it in and be inside, it'd be amazing. Don't know why you live in your RV inside a building though. Kind of seems dumb, because there's hookup right outside, but maybe you have two RVs. You want to have people living in both, or who knows what. During a hurricane, I guess you could pull it in, have somebody staying inside the building and also have that. But went ahead, got back home, got a couple things done around the house, chilling out with the dogs. My wife decided to go up to her father's house to try and work on it some more, packing up some stuff. And didn't take my mom with her, which my mom's willing to help her out, but decided not to take her. Decided just to get her dad. Took him up there so he can kind of point at things he's willing to get rid of and things he has to keep and so on and so forth. And just, it's so much work. Holy crap, it's so much work. And the big kick in the butt is everything he wants to keep is just that much more stuff that we have to keep, that we had to put in storage, because we didn't get to their house over here on Umbrella. We were after Kumquat. Kumquat house fell through because the owners decided not to sell it. So went ahead, yeah. So we got to put all this stuff in a storage unit, which means we got to move all that crap twice. And it's that whole thing of, if I find a storage unit up there in Ormond, make it easier to drop it off. But when we do finally move, I got to drive all the way up there and get it, drive back here anyway. And then if we want to get checked on it, get drive all the way to Ormond to check on the unit. So it makes sense to find a storage unit here, but I don't know what all I got to keep, so I don't know how big a unit I need. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to actually get a unit that's going to hold just records, and then I'll have a second unit for everything else. I think is what I might end up doing. I'm gonna put everything else in the garage, I believe. We talked about it, we like the idea. I'm gonna stack all the furniture and everything else, the bedroom sets and stuff out in the garage. Get everything out of there so the house is as empty as I can get. We can get up there and do a deep clean on the place. Throw in some better lighting and stuff. The house is just dark. There's crappy lighting, so it's had crappy lighting. So, but she hung out there doing that quite a bit. And we talked about her picking up a pizza on the way back, because there's some pizza place up there in Ormond we've never tried. We're like, hey, why not? It'll be easy. Whenever you get done, go to her out trying to make stuff. She got home, went for my run, got my shower. She got home. I'm like, hey, what kind of pizza did you bring? She goes, oh, I didn't bring pizza. I'm like, oh shit. So we were like, okay, what are we gonna do for dinner? So instead we said held it, ended up just knocking herself out some sandwiches. We had some shaved turkey that we need to get rid of. that's getting older. So we ended up making I made a couple sandwiches. Mom and her made one each and knocked it out, had herself just a simple little dinner, watched a little bit of NCIS, and then I headed back outside to basically just hang out in the evening. Oh, I did call RP Funding again to see about getting a mortgage on my house so I can pay cash for the new place or whatever place we get. And the person that had talked to me the other day who didn't call me back, apparently they wrote my number down wrong, because the first one I spoke to wrote down and she inverted 2 numbers. So instead of 10, what she wrote down, it should have been 01. So got that figured out. Hopefully I'll hear back from Monday. We can move forward and trying to get this whole thing approved. And I'm deciding if we're just going to go ahead and pull the loan and put the money in the bank, so let it sit there, or if we're going to just have it set up to where we're going to sign one last piece of paper and then do the mortgage. But we'll see. It depends on what it's going to cost me. The interest on kind of junk, but it is what it is. But overall, that's pretty much what the day was. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.